Hi, my name is Jeremy Flagg, and I am the cover villain. I am also the creator of Notion for Authors, and for this video, we are going to be looking at how to add outlines to our series page. There's a good chance that you are working on a book right now and you want to get the outline going. So let's look at how we can do that as quick as absolutely possible. So on your template, go ahead and go into the series page. And from here, if you go down, maybe you prefer reading the instructions, they are also at the bottom of the page. So they're going to be there as long as you need them. You can delete them when you've got this all figured out and you're a Notion expert. But for now, let's walk through how to add an outline. You will see there's two files here that are Series Bible blank and Book Outline blank. Hopefully, that makes perfect sense. But let's go ahead and take our blank outline and we're going to duplicate it. Because remember, I don't like to do work. So let's do duplicate with content. And it's going to take a moment to spin around. And, well, it's going to get confusing if I have so many blank 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's just go ahead and rename it right now. And this is going to be So I Conquered the World. If we go back to the series page, you can see the new name. And this is going to be book 2 in my Conquering the World series. So I'm going to drag that by grabbing the triple dots off to the left. And I'm just going to drag it right underneath the existing outline. Or you could drag it to the top if you wanted. And what I'm going to do now is delete out one of the placeholders by clicking the triple dots and just going to delete. So now I have a outline right here. But there's some nifty stuff that we can do with the outline, and it will connect to our series Bible. So let's go check that out. So right now, this is going to look pretty familiar. And if you are ready to hop right in, we can do chapter 01, scene 01. You'll notice that I'm using double digits for the chapter and 1 for scene. Keep that. Make sure that it always says chapter 01, 02, and so forth. Don't suddenly switch to chapter 01, then 02, like this. It won't sort correctly. So make sure that you have a consistent naming scheme. And I'm going to just write in, we meet our conqueror. And I'm probably spelling things wrong because that's who I am. Now, if we go to point of view, characters, and locations, they are currently text box. We could scribble in some stuff. But we want, every time we go into this outline, we want to be able to reference our existing series or world Bible or universe Bible. So we need to take these and turn them into relations. So how do we do that? So we're going to click on point of view and go to edit property. Over here under type, we are going to change that to relation. And then we need to make sure that we are connecting it to the right series Bible. So I know that we are looking for, I've already forgotten the name. Look up Conquer. There we go. Conquering the World. I know that's the name of my series. So there we go. And I'm going to add a relation. Now what we can do is we can reference the stuff that's on our series Bible. So this is going to be starring Aloric the Mighty Mage. He's going to be our point of view character. But we need another character. So we're going to do the same thing. Edit property. Change from text to relation. We are going to put the Conquering the World series. Make sure that you're selecting the right series. And then now Well, Bob is going to be in this scene as well. So Bob the Mighty, or Bob the Brave. But we haven't created him yet in the series Bible. So if we click Add New, Bob the Brave now exists. And if we go back to our series Bible, Bob the Brave has popped up, and now we can populate all our additional info. So let's go back to our outline. And we can do the same thing for location, but for location, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it wrong. So intentionally, I am connecting this to the wrong page. I'm going to go to relation like before, and for schnookers, I clicked the wrong thing and I accidentally added it. Somehow I connected it to the same outline. I don't know what I connected it to. To fix this, we're just going to click location, edit property. From type, we're going to turn it back into text. And now we can go back to relation and change it to the correct relation. So don't worry if you get it wrong. You just turn it back into text and then start over. Now we have the right one. And where is this going to take place? It's going to take place in Castle Sanctum. And I have already started drafting, so we are in progress. And you might not want to keep track of the words. That is okay. You don't need to. If you want, this is something you can delete out. All right, so this is where it's going to get a little interesting. If we go look at horizontal view, it'll show us these little cards. I'm not a huge fan of the horizontal view myself, especially not when it looks like this. I like being able to see things bigger. But let's say, for the sake of argument, we want to make this look kind of cool. What I can do is click right here on the name and go to open. Well, I like color. I want some color. Add cover. And it's going to give you some generic covers. There are some really weird ones in here. But let's just, for the sake of argument, say every time Aloric is the point of view character, it's going to be pink. Well, now if we go back to horizontal view, it's going to be pink. Okay, this will help you map out. So let's do the second chapter just so we can see what it's going to look like. Chapter 02, scene 1, and then this is going to be disaster strikes. I'm just putting in a small synopsis. We'll get something a little bit bigger soon. And then Aloric. Now, you know what? Aloric's got too much face time. This is going to be from Bob the Brave. But he's going to be making fun of Aloric. And of course, it's going to be in Castle Sanctum. And it is in the, let's say not started. That sounds like me as an author. So I'm going to open this one up. Add cover. This might actually be a good image. Change cover. And it's going to be blue. So Bob is blue, Aloric is pink. Now if we come back over here, you can see we're starting to color code them. I like this because it helps me sure that I'm not using the same point of view too often. Now, the other thing that we can do is, remember all those lovely templates we've been talking about? Well, if you open this up, you can go down here to detailed outline. And you can add in anything that you would like here. I typically just write a whole bunch of mental thoughts, things that might or might not happen, and I just kind of word vomit in this space. I don't like structure in my outlines. Funny, I know. So that is how we add in a outline and how we edit it after the fact.